Okay, we got the car jacked up. As you can see, I got my hydraulic jack up under here on the right side. Safety is always important. Got my jack stand up under there. Let's go over some tools. Get you a nice, comfortable blanket to lay on. Believe me, you won't need that. Get you a drain pan. If you got that vehicle up already, just stick that drain pan up under, right about there. Let's go over some tools. You're going to need a 3/8 drive ratchet. I got a universal on his swivels here, but you can use a straight, but it's good to have something like that. My favorite 3/8 drive stubby ratchet for short, tight spots, which this will be one. A shallow metric socket set goes from 6 up to 19. I'm not sure what size I need yet, but I'm just bringing the whole set out, but I will let you know what size it is. And here's deep set, same thing, just in case. 1/2" drive ratchet. I'm just using this to take off the lugs and break them loose. I broke them loose already. I just got to finish getting them off. But you can use the regular 4-way lug wrench, or if you got air tools, and, you can use your air tools. We have air tools, but they're in the van, and right now, that's right, we got number 23 over here, because I don't know what the heck I'm into right about now. Alright, little 12-volt light spot, yes. You just unhook this light. It's pretty long here, wire. And I'm pretty much doing this for you, so just in case I gotta get some space in this, the camera can't see, I can hit the light on it. Positive and negative. Hook up the positive over here. Make sure it has a good connection. Alright, and ground. Okay, we go back over here, and he gives you a little example of this. This little light, it's a bright little light. I'm not gonna front it, I should have shined it in your face. But bam! Alright, let's see. Very good light. And it has a little button on the side where if I push it in, push that little knob in, and it'll lock into place. You get the gist of it. I don't try to use this too much because it is draining on the battery. If the truck was, you know, number 23 has 8 batteries in it. So if I was on the side of this car, I'll hook it up to the truck. And you can see with the wire, it's pretty long. You're gonna need that. Get you a pair, get you some latex gloves. I got a box right here. And this is a stubby 15/16 wrench, Harbor Freight. Get you a set. And a long 15/16 wrench. Alright? So, before we do anything, I'm gonna set the camera up. Let's get this tire off, and then we're gonna get that shield off in the back. Alright? Let me set the camera up, and we'll be right back. Okay, here we are. Got the camera set up. Got my blanket down. Okay, we're gonna finish taking off these this tire. Take off the lugs. So get them off. Let's get this tire off. Alright, get your tire off and join me when you're done. Alright, we got the tire off. Next, what you're going to do, you got 2 10mm bolts. Right there. Let me get you over here. You got one right here, and you got one right here that's going up. So I'm going to get my 10mm deep with my stubby ratchet. Take those off real quick. Alright, there we go. Put these to the side. And what you're gonna do is just swing that, bend that over to the side, and get that out of your way. Bam, look at that. All right, now let's bring this camera down a little bit. Let's go into here. And as you can see, okay, I'm going, see, our pump is right up further top, up there. But there's our adjustment right there. So let's try to get this camera in there and get you a better look at this. Let's see here, there we go, right there. That's a better look at it. Try to get that camera. Wish I could get this camera lower, but this stand only goes but so low. But dang it. We're gonna try this anyway. Alright, be right back. Alright, I'm gonna hold this by hand. Got my light here. Now, here's the front of your engine, the harmonic balancer. There's the belt going down. There's your power steering pump up there. Now the first thing I want you to do is have your pan set right there. Now look inside here and you see that's the high pressure line. Let me see if, hold on 1 minute. Let me see if I can get this thing to stay in place. Alright, right there is your power. Let me get this ratchet to point it out to you. Right there. And get a bolt. That's the bolt. They're holding in that power high pressure line. That's a 15/16. So we're gonna take that bolt out first and let this fluid start draining out. Alright? So let's get us a wrench and pop that loose. Okay, I got my light propped up right here so you can see this better. Let's see if we can get our camera set up in there. And you can see the bolt right there. And what I'm gonna do here, yeah, that's pretty good. I should have left it alone. There we go. What I'm gonna do here is, dang it, hold let me show you what I'm using. Okay, 15/16 shallow socket with my swivel ratchet. Definitely you want to try to use a swivel ratchet on this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go underneath here and I'm going to get that from the bottom. So let's see here. Okay, here we go. There we go. That's right at the top of the camera, man. Let's get this thing a little bit better at angle. Okay, let's see if I can go up under here and pop this loose. Okay. Now I'm going between the frame and the axle, and on the other side of the catalytic converter. I got my ratchet up there. Bring my fingers to the other side so I can guide my socket on. Turn it a little bit. Now more now the camera drops. Okay, let's see what we got. That's on this camera, I'm upset. Alright. We got it up there. Now, as you can see that. Now let's see if I can go up there and I'm gonna break that loose without damaging my camera. That's pretty good right there. Alright, let's see if we can loosen that up right there. Alright, the bolt might be kind of tight. So it's very tight. Okay. I just broke it loose. And actually the whole thing is turning. I'm going to have to get a wrench on the other side and hold that into place. Alright, so let's get a wrench. I did not anticipate that. As we're turning it, the whole stud in there is turning. So let's get a wrench and try to hold that into place. Alright, you see the problem we're having. We can still got a ratchet hooked up there. The problem that we're having is the whole thing is turning on this thing. And that looks like it's a 15/16. You know what? Let's try to get it from, get you a better view from underneath here. Sorry if I know it's getting dizzy. Let's see, there's a problem right there. So what I'm gonna do here is get this 15 mil, my stubby 15/16, and try to get this thing up there. Wait a minute, is this thing the 15/16 or what? There we go. Alright, now the key here is, actually I'm going to put it up more toward the other side, and what I'm going to do is pull down on the ratchet and let the wrench, it looks like goes up against the frame or the power steering pump. And once that stops, it'll allow me to unhook that. You know, this has got to be the most suckiest, man. That's why there's no video on this thing. Don't get a Hyundai, man. Don't get one. All right, let me get this set up. We'll be right back. All right, this is what I did. Let's get some light here. You might have to do the same thing. What I did was take my long 15/16 wrench, hooked it on to that fitting, brung it down. Now it's going up against the chassis right here. Then I'm gonna put my ratchet back up there and loosen that up. Well, hopefully I can loosen it up. All right, let's get to it. Let me set you up so I can have both hands free, and we'll try to check this out. Okay, let's go up under here, try to get this loosened. Yeah, with my socket. This is not right. I have to go do this. Okay. All right. Just got it loose. Now what I'm gonna do is take this ratchet, and I'm gonna, the wrench, you see how I just turned that? I'm gonna tighten that back up a little bit. It's starting to drip a little bit already. So let me get my pan from under there. My pan ready. Okay. As you can see, it's starting to drip. Now, it should be loose enough. Let me see if I can get my hands in there. See if I can get my hands in there and take it right off my hand. Of course not. So now I'm gonna get my stubby ratchet with the 15/16. And see if I can get that, start to get that really loose. There we go. Remember, have your pan up under there. There we go. You see that? Now, be careful, there's a gasket. See that little gasket? That's a gasket. That is not a washer. You want to make sure that goes back up there. And there's good, there should be one on the other side of this bolt too. And which it is. You can see the one right down there. So we're going to clean that up. Whew. Alright, we're going to let that sit there. Man! Alright. Set this in our pan over here. Next thing we're going to do is the belt tensioner. Now if you see right here, you got a bolt right here, looks like about a 14. You got one right here, looks like about a 14. Then underneath here, going upward, there's the bolt. So you got a nut right here, a bolt right here, and a bolt right here. Looks like about a 14. Let's get that and check that and see if that size is correct. Be right back. Alright, now I took the camera off the stand because I need to show you this bolt up here. The adjusting bolt, you gotta take off this bolt right there. It's a 14 millimeter, and what I'm going to use here is a speed wrench. This is a 9/16 speed wrench, but it still should work the same. I'm trying to do this and get you a good angle. I need a shorter camera stand. Okay, what we're going to do here is put this wrench up in there. If it goes on, right, I'm going to piss me off. Okay, I'm going to have to put this camera down. Let me put this camera down and get this wrench up in there. Hold on. Okay, somebody cutting the grass, so see I got the wrench in there. Now from underneath here, I'm going to try my best to pull it and loosen it up. That's all I have to do is get loosened. You're not taking this bolt out, just loosen it up. This is going to be kind of tight, so hopefully we can loosen that, get that loosened. Let's get our camera set up over here. Alright. Okay. Let's see if I can get this loose. Of course we're going to give me a hard time, man. This is, you know what? We're going to do this another way. Because I ain't feeling that. That is not going to work. Let's try this another way. Right back. Okay, what I got here is a 14 millimeter 3/8 drive swivel with about a 12-inch extension. And what I'm going to try here, let me get you to the side. Let's see if I can get that socket. Oh, cool. Alright, I got the socket up there, but I'm really at a bad angle here. But I'm going to try it anyway. Let's get my ratchet. Now what I want to try, I want to make sure I pry up against the frame. It gives me better leverage. So, hold it up like that. Oh, sweet! That was sweet. Alright. Yeah. Alright, we're good to go, man. Next what we're going to do is down here, there's that bottom one next. It's going to the adjuster. Hey, since I got it up here, I'm gonna try that again. And as you can see, what I'm doing, I'm using the frame as like a leverage point. So it's going up against there. Make sure that socket's on. Sweet! Alright, we are good to go. Alright, now we got down there. Now we got the bolt right here. That's a 14. There ain't no getting that with this swivel down there. So what I'm gonna have to do is trust my, wherever it is, where's my stubby ratchet, 3/8 ratchet. I'm gonna try to get my stubby ratchet in there and get that going. It's under the car. All right, let's get that. All right, there we go. Now what I'm doing, I'm going for here. Let's get you closer in there. See if I can get my hand in from back here. Now, when you're doing this, you're going to be doing this a lot easier than I am because you won't have this camera in your way. So, yeah, gotta loosen that up until we can get that out of there. And what I might do is try to get an extension or get a long one to come out here so I can really get some leverage on it. Let's try that. 14 millimeter deep. Okay, 14. All right. Let's see if we got a better swing with this one. You know what? Let's see if I can. Yeah, there we go. Want to make sure I'm not tightening it up. I'm going counterclockwise on it. Okay, felt like it's getting looser. It's kind of dark in there. Yeah, let me give you a little light. Yeah, there we go. Belt's loosening up. So I'm gonna keep on doing this until we can get that belt off of there. You can see as like I said, it's gonna be better because the camera's not gonna be in the way, and at the same time, I'm trying to hold the light so you can see what's going on. All right, so get that off and get that belt off. All right, be right back. Okay, got our belt off. And we just swing it to the side. Now we're gonna go up on top. And what I want you to do is to make it easier access for us. Take off this cover. Got 10 millimeter bolts on it. Let's get that cover off and get that right out of the way. I'm using a 10 millimeter deep 3/8 drive socket with my favorite, the stubby. Alright, so get that cover off, and once you get it up, just pop it off. When you get the bolts out, there's 6 all together. Put that to the side, and when you're done, come back and hit play on the video. Alright, we got our cover off. Now, let's go over here to the new pump. Well, it's not the new one. Customer went and got a used one. Hey, no guarantee, no warranty. Now, let's look at this pump. The first line we took off went right here. This fitting right here started coming loose. That's why we put the 15/16 wrench on it to keep that in place. Now we're gonna unbolt this pump. There's a nut right here on the top. This nut is super difficult to get to. The one on the bottom is pretty good, but this one on the top, man, I'm going to show you where this is at. And this is my first time doing this job, so I might make it look professional. But believe me, man, this thing sucks. Alright, let's get over here. We got ourselves, and I don't know if this is going to work yet or not. It's the 14 millimeter stubby wrench. I gotta climb up here so I can show you where this is at. Let me hold on. Let me put the camera down and climb up here, then get the camera again. Okay, here we go. We're on the top of the vehicle. We got the two lines right here, and I'm gonna try to show you what this. This thing is not that easy to see. Especially with this crummy light getting in the way. I just saw it a minute ago. There it is, right there. Now, move these lines out the way. Way down here. Come on, where is it? Right here where my finger is. There's a 14mm nut. Right on the side of this wiring harness. Man, this thing is... Hyundai sucks, man. Pause, man. Let me see. Let's see if I can get my wrench down there on it. Of course not. Of course not. Bum ass thing. This is a bummy setup. Please don't get a Hyundai. You know, they're cheap. The parts are expensive. They're cheap to get. The parts are expensive. And to go and work on these things. Oh man, I got it. Look, I got the wrench on it. But this, yeah, I thought that was gonna. I didn't think that was gonna work. Let's try to get something else to loosen that up with. Right back. All right. You see, I got the wrench on the top somehow. Get these lines out the way. I still really can't get no leverage on this. So what I'm gonna do is try a longer 14, or a little trick, take a pry bar. Matter of fact, let's try that. And we're gonna try to hit it down. Let me get my pry bar, right back. Okay, here's the trick. You see I got that ratchet up there. What I'm gonna do is get my pry bar. And I'm gonna set my pry bar up on that open-end wrench and then tap it. And hopefully it breaks loose. Oh, that was sweet. Let's see if I got it. Oh yeah. Dang it, the harness didn't work. Okay, got it. Alright, that did it. Nice little trick, right? Now what I'm going to do is go up there, go down there, and I'm going to slowly... Now if you got a speed wrench at this time, that'd be good. But I'm not sure if I got enough room clearance upwards. So I'm going to just go little bit by little bit so I can get it loose and I can take it off by hand. Alright. We don't waste no battery. So we'll be right back. Alright, well, I'm going to show you that bolt down there. But what I'm going to do first of all, those two lines right there, I'm going to wire tie those up to the side. Over here. So let's wire tie those up. Get them out of the way so you can see better. Okay? Got those wire tied to the side. And what I'm going to do now, let's get up here so you can see this bolt. Hold on, let me get this light so it can stay on. Cheesy light. Okay. There's the nut down there. That light gets hot, so you gotta be careful with that light. And as you can see, I'm going down here and taking this nut off of there. Once you loosen it, it'll come off by hand. I hope it's going to the pump, because not. I just took it off for nothing. Alright, here it is. Alright. Next is the hose. Alright, we're going to take off the hose from the container and just put a pan up under there and let that drain out. Alright, be right back. Alright, the next step we're going to do is, here's the suction tube going down to the power steering pump. And over here. And we're going to take it off from here. But once we disconnect this, there's going to be fluid all over the place. So what I'm gonna do here, I just took see if this works. Took a floor mat that I had, an old one, and I cut a section of it off. Yeah, I know, I'm the man. That's right. And what I'm gonna do is stick it down there and cover the alternator and the belt, so when the fluid comes out of there, it won't drain onto that. Yeah, I know. It's like, damn, that's a good idea. Cause you definitely don't want that stuff getting, especially on your alternator. Alright, let's see how it looks. Yeah, looking good. We're just gonna make sure our pan is gonna catch everything when it comes down. Alright, how's that? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good. Alright, so we're gonna get us a pair of vice grips, and it's got that little clip on it. It's that little clip right there, right here. We're gonna squeeze that clip together and pull that clamp back. Alright, let's do that. Alright, get this thing out of the way. There's our clip. Got a little light on it now. Let's see if we can squeeze that clip, that clamp, back it up just like that. And while I got it here, let's see if I can loosen that up. And if not, I'll probably have to open up the vice grips a little bit. Yeah, there we go. It's loose. Alright, so let's prepare for that and go up under here, move everything out of the way, get our pan, and set our pan right about there. Alright, here we go. Well, hey, what about if I lean this back a little bit? Since it's like this, I saw that this thing came out of like a slot. Lean it back a little bit. It's too bad I can't keep it back. So a lot of fluid won't come out, but it'll probably still come out. And there we go. Here we go. Here we go. There it is. Fluid's coming out. Go down here. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. See, it spilled onto the mat. Which is good. It's disconnected. Let's get that. Let that drain out right there. All right. It's not an easy job. Next we're gonna do, let's go over here, down here, and we got a bolt right there. Let's set this up. Okay, that bolt right there is what we gotta take off next. Damn it, look at this fluid dripping down here. This is bullshit. Alright, let's check out what that size is. I'm gonna get some rags and all clean this mess up. I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, I had to give me 2 pans right here, and I'll clean that up under there. I have you 2 pans. The next thing we're gonna do is get up under here, and we got a bolt right here, and that's the other bolt for the power steering pump. That's a 17 millimeter. So what I'm going to do here is get my same universal, my swivel socket, 17 millimeter extension, 12-inch extension. Let's make sure you can get that on there. Is it a 17? Yeah, 17. All right, let's back you up a little bit here. And pop this light up some kind of way. I don't know. Okay. And let's see if we can get that loosed. Same principle. Up against the chassis, the frame. Ow, ow. Son of a bitch. That hurt. Okay, time for a band-aid. Be right back. Alright, we're back. This sucks. Bleeding all over the place. Especially when you don't have no bandage or nothing. So what I had to do is use some paper towels with some electrical tape. That's the mechanic's band-aid. It sucks. This job sucks. Alright, we got that bolt loose. Hopefully. Yeah, we do. Let's get that bolt out of there. You definitely want to get a cut on your hand. Definitely want to keep that cut clean. So let's get that bolt out of here and put some gloves on top of this. Right back. All right. Get that bolt down. Damn light's blinding me. I shouldn't have blinded you in the beginning. All right. Okay, now let's get this bolt out of the way. It looks like that power steering pump just dropped down a little bit. It's just going to swing, so I probably got to pull it forward to get it off that stud. Okay, let's set this up. Let's set this camera up. Be right back. All right. There we go. Now that is going to have to come out. Which, because of that hose, I'm going to have to see if I can pull that out from the top. So let's go up on top and see if we can get that out. Okay, it ain't coming out from the top, it's coming out from the bottom. Alright. What I did, I moved it a little bit, and you see way up there, you see that stud sticking out. That's where the pump was hanging on, and I just pulled the pump forward, and it dropped down, and there it is hanging there. I don't know how I'm gonna get it out. There is a wire connected to this along with that hose. That hose is gonna pull down, the fill hole gonna pull down right along with it. So let me get another glove on. Now let me go over here to this sensor. I'm gonna show you on this other pump right here. There's a wire hooked onto that, and it's just gonna pull right off. So let me get another glove on my good hand, and let's try to get this out together. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, let's hopefully you can see where we're at right here. And I'm gonna get this wire out of my way and let's see if we can get this pump out of here. Okay, I just unhooked the wire, very easy. And I'm just filling around like I ain't got nothing better to do. I'm trying to get this pump. You know, if the axle was in here, this pump will come right out. axle would. Axle's a pain, man. That axle's in the way. Because I can't go. Let's see if I can go up with it. All other stuff, get out of my way. I'll be able to work with it. Definitely not coming out through this way. I mean, that would be really nice. I mean, it's close. So I'm going to back up the other way. And I'm going to see if it comes out from the top. Alright, let me go up there and look at this. Be right back. Alright, this battery's going dead. Dang it. But I've been twisting and turning, and this pump is slowly coming up from here. If it don't come up here, I'm going to be so upset, man. So, oh man, I do not like this job. Alright, you see I got the high pressure line out of the way. Tuck that over to the side. And there's our pump down there. It looks like it's trying to come up. Alright. Let me put this camera down so I get both hands and try to wiggle this thing from up here. Alright, we'll be right back. Okay. Alright. You see I got the pump up here. It came up from the I mean, this thing is super tight. Trust me. Doing this power steering pump, I noticed it'll be easier to remove the axle than to go through this. You know, and I just might take out the axle to put this back in. Alright, let's pull from under here, get out from here. Okay. Now, come around this side. If the axle wasn't in the way, that pump will come right out of there. I mean, it is so much easier just to take that axle out and do it. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, what we need to do is take off this tag and get you a 12mm socket or a ratchet. And I'm going to take off these two bolts right here. Bullshit. Okay. And what we're going to do here is put this onto the new pump. Just got to make sure that O-ring is right in there to seal this up. Make sure it's clean. Okay. Let's bolt this on. And tighten those bolts up. Alright, tighten yours up and join me when you're done. Be right back. Alright, we're going to put the new pump back in. What I'm going to do is go up here, and what I'm going to do is feed the hose down first. Get that down there. And slowly start putting the pump down. Whatever way it wants to go, who knows. Let's see, taking this up, bring it up like this. I'm going to try to put it back the same way. Of course, it's not going to do that. heck is wrong with this thing? Let's see if I can go this way. Still won't go down. There we go. Okay. I'll make sure my hose is being fed down there. I gotta go on the other side of this hose. You're not gonna be able to see this part, but you know what you gotta do. So when I get this down there, I'm gonna show you when I get it done. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Got the hose down here. I'm gonna try to position this power steering pump. And the hose, remember, got to go back up to the top. So, I gotta fish this hose back up there. Or this thing will never fit. Can't hardly see this thing. And now it's jammed up. Figures. It figures. Okay. Now, I'm gonna make sure I get this hose put up there. Okay. All right. It's almost there. Now it wants to give me a hard time. All right, let's go to the top. And okay, I want you to come around this side to the side of the engine, to the front of the engine. And what I'm trying to do here, there's the hose right there. Let's get that high pressure line out of the way. I want to get this hose up here. Looks like it's stuck. Okay. See, I want to make sure that hose is over there like that, so I won't have no hard time. Okay, let's go back down there. All right. Now, while I'm up under here, that sensor wire, you want to make sure you get that plugged up. Let's position this thing better. Actually, if you can look up under here, in fact, you gotta, can you see up? Way up there. I'm trying to, can you see up there? Right up there with a, no? This is a stud right there.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Alright, what I'm gonna do is, and there's my wire for the sensor. All I'm gonna do is try to hook this power steering pump up to that stud, so at least it can got something to hold on to. Yeah. light out the way. Get this light out the way, or get it in a way so I can see. Alright, let's see here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that now. Okay. Let's see if I can. Right, look up there now. And as you can see, I think I got it. Okay. Got that. There. Hook that on. Now, our wiring harness is up there somewhere. That connector. And reach up there and try to get that plugged up. If I can find it, there it is. Alright, we got that plugged up. Whew. Alright. Everything's looking good. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go on the top and I'm going to put a bolt, put that nut on that top power string bolt so that thing don't come off there. Alright, so I'll be right back. Alright, we're on the top here. Put that 14mm nut on it down there. And this thing is not really. Get out of the way. Alright. As you can see, it's right there. So I'm going to bring this in by hand. And as long as it's started by a couple threads, I'm okay. Okay. Now that I got that started, we're going to go up underneath and put the long bolt in the other side of the power steering pump. Alright, be right back. Okay. Let's get this bottom bolt in here. First get this thing picked up a little bit. Put the bolt in. Start it by hand. Alright, now let's get our 17mm swivel with our extension. One I broke my finger on. And you get it? And I got my tape on it because it's kind of messed up. It's a 17 swivel, 12-inch extension. And we're going to put it up there in that bolt. And get our ratchet and let's tighten that up. Now this one you're going to tighten up. Bring it in all the way. Alright, be right back. Alright, let's get this thing tightened up. Alright, that's tight. Now let's take our little small 14mm wrench, a little stubby wrench, and we're going to go up there and tighten up that top bolt. Alright, let's get that done. Here's our wrench. I'm going to jump on top. And this 14mm stubby. You can go up there and tighten that one up. Okay. Get our high pressure line out of the way. Get down there. Alright. So let's get that tightened up. It's going to be short turns because of the tight area it's in. But we're going to get it. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright. This sucks, man. That's why we're the only one who got a video on this thing, because it sucks. Alright. High pressure line. Let's get it down there. Somehow, another. Okay. get from under here, get from over here, whatever it may be. All right, let's get our bolt and our 2 washers, wherever they are. I don't know where they are. Let me get inside this. Here we go. This is our, get your bolt, make sure it's clean, get your rag and I'm gonna wipe that off. And you notice this thing's got a hole in it and a hole up here. That's what the fluid goes through there and out there, out to the into the pump, and sometimes vice versa. Clean that off. So you're gonna be able to see right in between there when I hook this up. Can you see that? Oh, you can, huh? All right, so I'm gonna get up under here. And okay. All right, hold on here. This thing. All right. Make sure it's going to reach over to there. All right. So we're going to put the bolt on, the bolt through here. Make sure that gasket is on. Now, somehow, I gotta get up there and put, let me see if I can pull this line down here and get that other gasket on. I'm doing this without seeing, so. Okay, now we gotta go over here to the pump and somehow start screwing this in without cross-threading it, and I can't really see it, so I don't know if I'm crooked or not. I must be going crooked because it ain't going in. Now this is a good time to have a second hand to go around this thing, because that ain't happening. Okay, that's just all right. I'll be right back. All right, I'm at a different angle here. See if I can get this thing to screw in this way. Still trying to give me a hard time. Can't see whether I'm going cross-threaded or what? Okay, let me see if I can get my other hand up in here, because this is not happening. Can this thing, take this thing back out, let's see here. Okay, let's see, yeah. Oh, you was holding it, huh? You can see I'm kind of going kind of crooked here. Did I get it? Heck no. I didn't get it. You know, this better be the same bolt, man. Same fitting. That would really pissed me off. Still nothing. Alright, I'm going to go back to my right hand again because my left hand is getting tired. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, you can see the angle that I'm at. I got my right hand over the axle and my left hand up here bending the line to keep it in place. And then got it going in. I'm going to keep on going as much as I can by hand. Alright, now if you can see up here, up underneath, can you let me hold the light? Alright, can you see that bolt up there? Alright, we got that going in there. Now let's get our 15/16 ratchet and wrench and tighten that up. We'll be right back. Alright, we plug that in. Let's get our 15/16 socket up here. Tighten that up. And you can see I'm just doing, it's like 2 clicks at a time. We're almost there. Make sure that's nice and tight. And be careful because there's a shield over this catalytic converter, and that thing will cut your hand in half. So be very careful when you tighten it up. All right, that's it. We got the line, everything hooked up. All right, let's get our belt on. While we're up under here. Now let's get on this. You get on this side. All right. Earlier, what we did was move the belt out the way. Here it is, right here. You want to make sure the belt goes on the tensioner, further up, and then the power steering pump. Let me get up under there so I can see this thing. Alright, there we go. On the tensioner. On the power steering pump. So it's a little tight fit, but might have to loosen up the tensioner a little bit more. But that's not the case on this. Alright, you want to make sure all the grooves are lined up into place, which they are. Now, right here, remember this tensioner bolt right here. 14 millimeter, get a 14 millimeter deep with your stubby 3/8 ratchet. Right back. Alright. Oh, 14 millimeter deep, 3/8 drive, stubby 3/8 ratchet. And you're going to put it like you're tightening it on. And you want to get that ratchet in there. Okay, can't do this with the light. you're gonna have to hold one hand and just tighten that ratchet, tighten it up. And keep on tightening it up until you get tension on that belt. As soon as you feel that bolt start getting a little tension on it, a little tightness, start feeling the belt. Got a lot more way to go. You want about a 1/2 inch play. That right there is too loose. Almost. Okay, that's about tight. Now let me get the rest of the tools and show you what we're gonna do to tighten it up. Be right back. All right, get your 14mm swivel socket, 3/8 drive, 12-inch extension, and up under here, you got 2 bolts. One is right here, and the other one is up further here. Can you see that one? Mm-hmm. So let's get the tensioner first. Let's get this one. Tighten that up. And again, I'm using the frame as leverage. Now let's get that one way up there. Okay, got that. Next we're going to do is remember our flap right here. Let's bring our flap back over and get our 10mm bolts and tighten that up. Be right back. Alright, 3/8 stubby ratchet, 10mm deep. Got our 2 bolts. Let's put our first one in by hand right there. And our second one is going to go up underneath. It might be easier to use the ratchet, the socket, to get that one lined up. Matter of fact, get up under here. It's hard to do without my light. Started, and go ahead and tighten those up. Alright, we're going to tighten these up and we'll be right back. Alright, now we got our hose right here. Let's hook our hose up to the reservoir. Okay, get our vice grips, wherever they are. Just squeeze this clamp, put this clamp on. Okay, now this the pump. Underneath there's a little slot inside here that sets right on the pump. You see the little bracket right there? It sets right onto it and just push it down. Done. Open the cap up. Don't drop it like that. Pick it up. Alright, now we're going to put some power steering fluid in here. We're going to fill it up to about this level. Alright, so we'll be right back. Alright, 2 ways of bleeding this system. You can look at me. Damn, dirty. 2 ways of bleeding this system. If you look online, if you go on All Data or Mitchell Learning, they tell you to crank disconnect the fuel pump or something like that, anything so the car won't start. Crank the engine 15 to 20 seconds while turning the steering wheel back and forth about 15-20 times. That's bull. I'm not going to sit here and do that. You know, I ain't going to take no chances in burning out somebody's starter or killing their battery. I'm not going to do that. I got 1 wheel off the ground, which is good. It's good to have 2 wheels off the ground. That's all you do is fill this up, the reservoir up to the minimum or maximum level. Take the steering wheel, turn it back and forth about 10 times. Back and forth. Do this about 5 times each side, and then go check the fluid. Alright, so let's do that and we'll be right back. Alright, the reservoir's kind of dirty, but before I did that, I filled it up, turned it back and forth. Now I'm looking inside and it's way down there. See, that's how you properly bleed it. So I'm going to fill it back up and do it again until the level stays at maximum. Alright, so let's fill that up and do that again. Be right back. Alright, this is my 3rd time doing this, and I just did my 2nd turn. So we go 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. I do it 5 times. I go out there and check it. This is the 3rd time, but 2 times I had to fill it up. It almost got empty. Good. It stayed full this time. All right. Close this off. All right. Let's get our tire back on. Our engine cover back on right here. And then we're gonna let the car down, and then join me when you're done. I'll be right back. All right, just finished tightening up the tire. Make sure there's nothing underneath. Let's get check this up a little bit. Take our jack stand out, let it down, then we're gonna start it up. All right. Get me started up. I'll be right back. Alright. Key over here. Now once you start this up, it may whine a little bit. If you hear whining, let it run for like 3 or 4 seconds, shut it off, and recheck the fluid, because the fluid will go back down, even though after you bled that. Wheels turning nice and smooth. You can see I'm turning the wheel, and I'm using hardly any energy at all. Alright, let's go out here and go recheck the fluid. Yep, I am low. So we're going to add some more fluid to that, top it off, and we'll be done. We'll be right back. Alright. Okay, now we're gonna put these. This is another one of those customer bought the part, so we can't give a warranty. They bought a used pump, so I definitely can't give a warranty. So we'll put this back in the box. And what I just didn't show, I forgot. Remember to pull your piece of whatever you put in there to stop that fluid from going onto the, see over here, see, I notice I stuck that between there, so no oil will get on the alternator or anything, or that, especially the belt.